Okay, so this tutorial sponsor is myself. I have created this course on the Solana blockchain for learning how to create amazing apps, and also I have an NFT collection. I want to create a AAA video game. I am working in apes, so I have big news, so you can get the NFT in the description. So let's start. Okay, so welcome to this tutorial that is an introduction to Arweave, the permanent decentralized or Permaweb storage blockchain. It's an incredible solution that works as S3 of Amazon, AWS, or as Google Cloud Storage to store very cheap files in the web, and is great for decentralized applications. So what is Arweave? Arweave is a software that stores files permanently, and their mission is that, unlike the Library of Alexandria, they want to create a digital archive that resists time. Okay, so how does Arweave work? Arweave has a minimum size that is the Winston. A Satoshi is to Bitcoin and Wei is to Ethereum, and Lamports are to Solana. 1 billion Winston is equal to 1 Arweave. So as 1 billion Lamports is equal to 1 Solana, or 1 billion Satoshi is equal to 1 Bitcoin. Arweave and the HTTP protocol. The way to communicate with Arweave is with the HTTP protocol. So any existing client libraries can work and use the interface and connect to the network and make transactions or request data. In this case, we are using, for example, the GET. We are using the request npm package, and we are using request. We are using the method GET, and we're getting this https://arweave.net/info, and if the request is successful, we get the body, we JSON parse, and we get the height. So we can get Arweave network height. Okay, so let's see Arweave transactions. What is an Arweave transaction? Transactions can do two things: send Arweave or store data. Transactions. So you have the endpoint for interacting with transactions and related resources. For example, we can get the transaction by ID. With the GET HTTP protocol, we make an arweave.net/tx/ and the ID of the transaction. Also, we can get the transaction ID with a custom field or the ID directly, and also we can get the transaction ID data extension. RKB command line tool to upload to Arweave. RKB is a tool for the command line that helps you to upload with no file size limit and no amount of files limit. So you can use your terminal to upload a lot of files if you are building a DApp, and you can install it by going to github.com/textory/RKB. Okay, so libraries for Arweave. We are currently using the JavaScript and TypeScript and Node.js library, but there are also libraries available for Go, PHP, and Scala that supports doing transactions to Arweave. Okay, so just to check the Arweave fees, for example, for 1 GB, you are paying only $5 to have permanently images. If maybe you have a blog, for example, you can upload videos and images and have a reliable and great Permaweb storage that will be very cost beneficial for the long term. Okay, so finally you can go to arweave.app and you can click here on app and you can create a new wallet, or if you have already a wallet, you can import your passphrase or key file. I already have imported my wallet to this computer, and for example you can see here all the transactions. This is my current Arweave coin, and these are all the transactions I sent. This from received. I received this payment using KuCoin. You can use Binance to buy some Arweave and send to your wallet. And I also sent some transactions using Node.js. I uploaded a JSON file. I also uploaded an image for a PNG that I created this image. And I make 5 transactions and are very cheap. Arweave is incredible. In the next tutorials, we're going to see how to upload binaries and files to Arweave.